inside my DNA. But I roll till the wheels fall off, I'm working tirelessly, It's the moment y'all been waiting for, like California wishing rain pour, and that drought y'all been praying for. My downfall, from the 8 Mile to the South Pass to the St. Marshall, that say it's alright, I might have fell off, I'm back on that bull like the Cowboys. So y'all gotta move, yeah, y'all gotta move, yeah, y'all gotta move, give me some room.
Hey, Keith, fuck these niggas up.
Yo. How do I
Man, I don't know what's up with these hoes, man.
getting in relationships like this?
I'm just saying.
Maybe it says something about me.
Yeah.
Should I look in the mirror? I just want you to be normal. Why can't you bitches be normal? Always gotta be so extra. Why you always need a lecture? My ex hates to talk, she's a texter. Even when I'm in bed laying right next to her. Wants to get back together, said not till she gets her act together. She thinks I'm being mean and now she starts to scream and shout. She's about to let the demons out. She don't wanna see me with other females out. I tell the bitch to beat it, take the scenic route. She retaliates by trying to leave the house in an evening gown with her cleavage out. We've been down this road too many times for me to count. And all I can think is how I just want you to be normal. Why can't you bitches be normal? Always gotta be so extra, like a fucking terrestrial. Guess it comes with the territory. My ex-girl, she just declared war. Therefore, I better prepare for it. I guess being weird's normal. And I don't know what's got a hold of me. Most notably, I've been zoning the Jodeci. I'm totally open, hopelessly devoted. So much so that I bet you she don't even know that she's the first thing I think of when I wake up, and the last thing I think of before I go to sleep. Like, hope she don't notice me going through her purse. I know she cheats, otherwise I'm so that she's heartless.
Alright, we're alive. Let's give this fucker a hard time. Get my bullets. What team am I on? Yeah. Our team just sucks, that's what. This was a hacker. Watch. I know he's a hacker. Yeah, hacker. Hacker. 1 second. Well, I'm sticking my middle finger up right now. Because he's a hacker. Tesla? Yeah, I didn't Let's do arms race. I haven't done that in a while. If you want to join my viewer game, I will send you a friend request. And we can play together. No, I just got level 2 today. I'm not that good. Oh, that's your username? Level 34? Are you level 34, or is that your username? Wait. Is that your... I'm so confused now. That's potato aim. I have two people that I can't understand because they don't speak either of their languages. There we go. Better. Just run and gun. My tactic: run and just spray them. Okay then. kills. Dude! Yeah. Why aren't you? Oh, I was crouched. That's why. Sub death players. Oh my god. No scope to me with a sniper. I'm doing some video games, so all you need to do is join, put in your username, I'll send you a friend request and we can play. DJ and spray. Dude, I'm not gonna take me out. Just stop it. I've never played Diffuse, but I'll try. Sup, Alley Games. Man, most viewers I've ever had. Thanks to all you guys. Thanks to all you. These people are being gay and spraying. Shoddy, thank you. Thank you so much for a shoddy. Get next. Oh, he knifed me. What? I know, not that good. I've only been playing for like a few days. Alright. Copy. I'll send you a friend request. Find friends. Paste. Find. There you go. Friend request sent. Do you want? Let's play. Create a lobby. Friends only. Defuse. Team round results for team. Take my guns away. Except Nathan. Oh, that's how I drop guns. Okay. I need a gun.
Terrorists win.
Let me chat. Can't buy anything either.
Terrorists win.
What am I supposed to do? Oh, yes. Thank you. thought you said you'll teach me, not kill me every single round. Idiot. There's a difference. Oh, I guess I need to kill him, get the bomb. Okay, I see. I see.
Bomb has been planted. Terrorists win.
Dude, you lied. You said you'd teach me, not kill me every single round. Let's see how good you are in arms race. You said you'd teach me, dude. Am I hacking? Am I hacking? No, I'm not hacking. How would I be hacking? Wait. got that too. Why did someone name their character after a person in Overwatch? No, Omega. I'll get revenge. Good job, Omega. What's up, Gold Tractor? How am I getting so many viewers all of a sudden? This is so weird. I must just be lucky today. How many viewers do I have? Hold on 1 second. Shooting. Don't you snipe with a pistol? Wait 1 second. I'ma be kind of a cheap ass right now. Someone comes up. Oh, come on! Well, at least I know they're in there now. Oh, come on. I wish she could move a little faster, though. next one's a knife. No, next one's a sniper, and then it's a knife, I think. Not yet. But wait, hold on. What can we get in the Furious Box? Some pretty cool stuff. I already have that. I already have Tiger. I mean Pattern. All the other stuff I don't have. I need to add find friends. Okay, it's yeah, I am. Need book. Is this it? Nathan, is this it? Neiman? Daniel? Alright. Hey. 5 viewers. Well, I did have 5. At 19 p.m. At 9 p.m. you mean? I don't think I could. Maybe. Could you do 4? Or 5? $7 p.m. I don't think I could do 7, but I could do 4 or 5 p.m. because I have school and I only have internet at the restaurant. Would 4 or 5 be good? Or 3? 3, 4, 5? Okay, 5. Alright. I'm going to do That is... Because this game is Battle Royale now. This game has Battle Royale. Well, that is downloading. Let's see. Bye.
Constantly evolving is part of human nature, and thus people have taken a great liking towards the Guinness Book of World Records, the publication that indexes all the exceptional things.
Cheaters suck. In any video game, cheating never fails to destroy the fun. Thankfully now, some game developers have realized how awful cheating is, and they've decided to put in features in their game that not only stop cheaters, but humiliated them in the process. Welcome to Trending 10, and today we're counting down the top 10 video games that destroyed the cheaters. But before we begin, be sure to like the video, hit subscribe, and click the bell to stay notified of all our future content. Number 10. Super Monkey Ball on the Game Boy Advance was particularly mean to those that tried to use the famous Konami code to get an advantage. For those of you that don't know, perhaps the most famous cheat in gaming history is up, up, down, down, left, right, BA, known as the Konami code, and it has been usable in hundreds upon hundreds of games. Well, Super Monkey Ball Jr. is certainly not one of them. If you try to use the Konami code in this game, the cheat will be rejected and the title of the game on the menu screen will change to Super Nice Try. Number 9. The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Now, this one doesn't have to do with cheating in the real world, but rather in the world of the game. In this Game Boy Adventure title, you occasionally have to visit local shops to buy items to use on your journey. But let's say you want to buy some items and you don't have enough money to pay for them. Well, you can run away from the shopkeeper without paying. But if you do so, the NPCs in the game will start referring to you as Thief instead of the name you typed in at the beginning of the game. And if you choose to return to the store at any point, the shopkeeper will seriously mess you up. Always pay for your arrows. Number 8. The Witcher 3. This RPG was critically acclaimed when it was released in 2015, and it had so much to do that it's not hard to believe that players found a good amount of exploits. So what some players would do was kill a cow, collect the leather, sell it, then skip the game clock ahead 1 hour so that the cow would respawn, and repeat the process until they were filthy rich. Well, developer CD Projekt Red was not a fan of this, so they deviously added a new enemy into the game. If your character was caught doing the cow glitch, the game would spawn the god of cows to come and destroy you. No, seriously, a giant cow monster would come to kill you. And if you managed to kill it, another one would rush in to finish you off. Serves you right for killing all those innocent cows. Number 7. SimCity. This city simulator franchise does allow the player to use cheat codes, as many classic games do. But if you try to cheat too much, you will feel the wrath of EA. In a couple games, using the cheat code FUND will grant you some extra cash to use while creating your civilization. But using the code too many times will have some drastic consequences. In SimCity 2000, if you used FUND too many times, the game will give the extra money to you as a loan instead of regular cash. A 25% loan. Good luck paying that back because you definitely won't. Oh, and it gets worse. In the first SimCity, if you use the FUND code too many times, an earthquake will come up and straight up destroy your city, forcing you to start from scratch. Ooh, now that's just mean. Number 6. Banjo-Kazooie. This lighthearted classic from Rareware is widely regarded as one of the greatest Nintendo 64 games of all time. Unlike many classic games, Banjo-Kazooie featured cheat codes that the player could discover and use throughout their adventure. But there were also a good amount of codes that were not so welcome. If the player used too many of these unwelcome codes, Banjo would straight up delete your save file. Ooh, now that's cold. At least you got a warning first. Number 5. Donkey Kong 64. Speaking of rareware classics, here we have another one from the golden age of Nintendo 64 platformers, Donkey Kong 64. Now, back then, there was a game editor called Game Shark, basically a cheater's best friend. You could utilize it to rewrite code in a game to give you unlimited health, extra...
Ration! Get your ration! Ration!
Guys, I think the game is trying to tell us to keep our health up.
Dude, no. It's not for water. It's not for water. It's not for water. Yeah, it's not water.
Relax, man. I said relax. You're getting all mad. First game.
I don't use that excuse. I've been shot 6 times for 5 words. I'm not talking about it. What about somebody else? Everybody says it all.
Yes, please.
When I was living on my own for the first time, I had to go to the store and get milk and paper towels. And that was the first time I was like, wow, I am such a freaking adult. I really appreciate the childhood my parents were able to give me. I'm really privileged to have grown up in a functional house where my parents didn't want me to die. I made a parent stories video a little over a year ago, and I rewatched it to make sure I didn't repeat any topics. And all I'm gonna say is those stories and animation are not worth 10 million views. That video, I don't like it. I don't like that video. My parents were really, really big on manners and being polite. We've got some Asian blood in us, so we can't bring dishonor to our family. We do all the typical things like call adults Mr. and Mrs., ask to be excused from dinner, make sure to thank everyone for everything ever, bow to our superiors. When my mom had new people come over to the house, she would make me introduce myself and shake their hand. And then when no one was looking, she'd pull me aside to a different room and quiz me. What color are their eyes? That was my mom's training course to get me to be good at eye contact, because I guess I used to be stupid and not look at people when they talked. But I remember that kind of backfired because I'd be so focused on memorizing their eyes that I wouldn't pay attention to what they were saying. Hi, Jaden, how are you? Alright, loser, I've got a quiz to take. Now that I've got 20 years of aced eye quizzes under my belt, I'm an eye contact wizard. I graduated top of my class in eye contact. I've got eye contact master's degrees. Well, every once in a while, some people make me nervous and I get shy. But other than that, I'm an eye contact powerhouse. I realized more recently that I think sometimes I go overboard and just end up staring at people by accident, and it's very weird, and I'm sorry at everyone. My mom would also be really strict on me saying pardon all the time instead of what. Like, she would say something I didn't hear and I'd go, what? And she'd stick her head around with, pardon? I wouldn't be a bimbo and be all, what? It's not like I was being a rude moron. One time my friend told me, Jaden, I think you're the only person I know that says pardon. And like, that's all fine and dandy. I could respect my mom's request to use an underused polite word. But I can't, because she's even worse. This is what she does. Mom, did you put my book somewhere? Huh? Objectively speaking, a what is exponentially better than a huh? I started mocking her whenever she did it, and then she gradually stopped bothering me about saying pardon. Also, I realized I never told you that I had a lisp as a kid. My parents meme on me about it all the time, and a running joke in the family came from when I used to be babysat by my mom's friend, who's Italian, which means she'd talk like this and have her house full of a spaghetti, and oh mamma mia. I'm only half joking. She's very Italian. Yahoo! She would make pasta for me all the time, and whenever she would ask what I wanted for lunch, I would pathetically go, pasta with no sauce. I wanted pasta with no sauce. And now, if my family would be having pasta for dinner, someone would end up going, I don't have a lisp anymore. Sometimes it shines through when I talk too fast or get sloppy with my words, but somehow I fixed it by myself. In first grade, we were learning about letter pronunciation, and when we got to S, the teacher explained that some kids say S with their tongue, when it's actually supposed to be behind your teeth. And I was like, oh. So I stopped doing it. Cured. Who knew that if you've got a speech impediment or some sort of hindrance or obstruction in your life, just stop it. Simple. You've got cancer. No, it's okay. Just stop it. When I was learning how to swim, my mom and her friend, who also had a daughter my age, hired a swim instructor for us. And I don't remember a single thing about it except that she made us hang off the edge of the pool and just shimmy across the side. But I was terrified of these filters against the side and always refused to go across them because I was scared of being sucked in or something. I don't know how I passed that class because I refused to do the exercise. But at least I knew her eyes were blue. And then at the end of each lesson, she'd give us a piece of licorice, like we were dogs. I didn't like licorice. Oh yeah, and also this one time I almost drowned and died. So my parents were having a bunch of their friends over who also had kids for a pool party. There were a handful of pool toys like blow-up dolphins and beach balls, but we also had this floating foam mat. I was doofing off doing my own thing, and at one point when I was underwater, the mat drifted over top of me. When I had to go up for air, I hit the bottom of the mat, and I was like, uh-oh.
Who's watching?
Time for advanced critical problem solving. So if this mat is over top of me, I can't get up to the surface to breathe. So what do I do? I got it. I'll simply become a child Hercules and lift 3 6-year-olds from underwater into the air with my twig arms. Rather than using one of my 4 brain cells and swimming 2 feet to the side away from the mat, I decided to try and just bench press my way to survival. One of the adults realized I was being an idiot and also dying, and instead of being like, well, survival of the fittest, he dove in and saved me. So I didn't end up drowning of stupidity. Thank you, Mr. Chad. And now I'm here, on my own, moved to California, in my own place, not dead at the bottom of a pool, staring at everyone. Being honest, I love my family so much, and they've done so much for me. It takes a lot of effort to raise a person. Just think about how...
Raise a person. I need 100. Pasta with no sauce. Pasta with no sauce. Pasta with no sauce. Pasta with no sauce. You spend not at the bottom. Battle my minions. Ow. I wonder if he's on my team. Hi. What's that? It's a volcano. I'm gonna dive into a volcano. Because I was an idiot. Notice that. I'm gonna go past. I'm gonna dive close. stop it and get some type of help. People are already leaving the game? Thanks for the gun. Die, please. Why is it so laggy? I wanted pasta with no sauce. It's only me and Iron Wolf. Damn it. And I've been streaming for over an hour.